Hello, folks. Today, we're going to be talking about crypto and the election. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is approaching, and for the first time in history, crypto companies have become leaders in political donations. Now, this has led some to call it the crypto election. In this analysis, we're going to examine the data. We're going to explore the real impacts this election could have on crypto prices, and we're going to look at potential outcomes if Donald Trump wins or if Kamala Harris wins. All righty. Well, welcome, folks. Welcome to the Crypto Cowboy Show. I am Jay Scott, and aka Crypto Cowboy, and let's go ahead and dive in. But before we do, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on the internet who calls himself the Crypto Cowboy, giving you some tips on crypto. All right, so according to predictions market, like Polymarket, Donald Trump currently sits at about a 60% chance of being the winner. However, it's important to note that these markets can be heavily manipulated, especially by crypto enthusiasts who tend to prefer Trump due to their own interest and agenda. Trump is now being called the crypto president, so that makes sense. But when looking at these general polls, Kamala Harris generally appears slightly ahead, or as of today, she's coming really close. They're almost even again. And this discrepancy highlights the importance of considering multiple sources when assessing election predictions. All right, so we can see here that despite the claims of being a crypto election, survey shows that cryptocurrency does not play a significant role in capturing voters. America's top policy priorities in 2024 are overwhelmingly the economy and the inflation, with 44% of voters caring about the economy. Now, there was a report by Grayscale that basically said that they connect the concerns of inflation with crypto directly. However, this interpretation may not be accurate. Again, while crypto enthusiasts might believe that high inflation should increase the interest in Bitcoin because it's anti-inflationary, the general public doesn't seem to care about this or share this view. And people just unfamiliar with crypto, they are less interested in owning crypto or Bitcoin during times of high inflation. When faced with high cost of living, they're just less likely to invest in what they perceive as a speculative asset. If they're not into crypto, they don't really understand that Bitcoin is the best returning asset of the decade and that it can really hedge against inflation. Now, while this data does support increased crypto interest for this election, this trend may change in the long run. However, for the 2024 election, the wider audience, or what we consider normies, who are not familiar with crypto, may show less interest in Bitcoin ownership, or like what I said. Okay. But I'll tell you, the crypto industry has been pouring in donations of about 119 million into these elections across all 2024 candidates, accounting for nearly half of all corporate political contributions. Now, this unprecedented level of involvement highlights the industry's growing influence in politics. Now, despite the perception that crypto fans favor Donald Trump and Republicans, crypto industry donors are actually supporting both parties. For example, Protect Progress has put in $13.3 million into Democratic campaigns this year. Now, out of the $200 million raised by crypto super PACs, more than 53% came from Coinbase and Ripple. Other large donors include Andre Horowitz and the Winklevoss twins, and these donors share a common interest of pushing crypto regulation forward rather than really supporting either candidate. So the influx of crypto money has led to many politicians from both parties becoming vocally pro-crypto. However, this doesn't necessarily translate into pro-crypto policies. Politicians may be saying what donors want to hear to secure their campaign funding. Makes sense. All right, so here's Kamala Harris's view on crypto. For the most part, she's been very vague on her statements about crypto, saying that she will partner together to invest in Americans' competitiveness, to invest in America's future by encouraging innovative technologies like AI and digital assets. Well, this lacks a lot of promise or really actions. Now, the Harris administration has a history of appointing anti-crypto officials like Gary Gensler, Janet Yellen, and both considered anti-crypto and were appointed by the Biden administration, in which Harris was the VP. Now, Harris's team has suggested they might replace SEC Chair Gary Gensler, but this could be challenging given her involvement in the administration that appointed him. Her advisory team also includes members who have been publicly against pro-crypto bills. So let's take a look at Donald Trump's stance. In 2019, he was anti-crypto. During his presidency, Donald Trump publicly stated that he was not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, saying he didn't think that they were money and that their value was highly volatile based on thin air. In 2021, he said Bitcoin is a scam, and that he maintained that it was not a popular asset that he was enjoying or liking at that time. Now, in 2022, things changed. After leaving office, he did complete a 180-degree switch and launched his own NFT trading cards. Despite media criticism, these cards proved to be a profitable investment for buyers. So now he was an NFT creator. In 2024, Trump totally jumped on the crypto bandwagon. He launched his own DeFi project called World Liberty Financial, including an ICO token with 3 of his sons. Now, this further solidifies the shift towards embracing crypto. He spoke at Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville, and he praised crypto, and he is wanting to be considered as the crypto president. All right, so he promised that he was going to fire Gensler if he's elected. He said that he wanted to stockpile, creating U.S. strategic national Bitcoin stockpile and keeping 100% of the Bitcoin that the government owns. He said, hey, Bitcoin's going to the moon. And he said that he promises he will never create or back a central bank digital currency, CBDC, under his administrations. Now, that all sounds great, but what's the feasibility of this? Well, if he's appointed to, if he's elected, he probably will fire Gary Gensler. He may even appoint Hester Pierce, who is sometimes called Crypto Mom, who is he's a SEC governor right now. About creating a stockpile of Bitcoin, well, a stockpile maybe, the reserve currency probably not. But we think that it would be a really good idea to have Bitcoin as a treasury reserve or a stockpile, either one. And banning CBDCs, yeah, I think that he could have a lot of influence, but Congress will have to ultimately weigh in on whether they're going to ban CBDCs. Let's hope that happens. All right. So what are the impacts of potential winners? So if Harris wins, I think there will be a short-term price drop in Bitcoin and other cryptos. I think it'll rebound quickly. I think there's too many good tailwinds in crypto, specifically global liquidity, money printing, which is going on across the world. If Trump wins, I think there'll be also a short-term boost. But again, I think that we're just going to see where Bitcoin and crypto go in the next year. We are in a bull market. We're anticipating it to go up. I don't know if it'll shoot up completely higher, but there will be a short-term boost. So I think the key factor is this is going to be the next couple of years where actual crypto legislation is going to get adopted. There's many senators and congressmen who are poised to go ahead and finally get some crypto regulation, which we've all been asking for, and I think is a really good thing. And I think if Trump wins, it's going to move faster. If Harris wins, it's up in the air, depending on what happens with the SEC and who she appoints or doesn't appoint. And he still has Elizabeth Warren, who's a major senator in there, although she's up for re-election. If she's out of there, I think we're in really good shape. If she's still around, she's still going to try to be anti-crypto, and we'll just see how that plays along. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bottom line is, folks, is that crypto has an inertia all of its own. The gift to the world by whoever Satoshi Nakamoto was is going to proliferate. The question is, how long is it going to take to really move up, potentially become the next global currency? All I know for sure is that in the last 15 years, since its inception, the rate of return has been greater in Bitcoin than any other asset class. So for me, that means buying as much as I can and holding it for as long as I can. All right, thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you can get more videos like this one. Thanks. Happy investing.